This is M101 Limited to East Village 3rd Avenue 6th Street. This stop is St. Nicholas Avenue and West 192nd Street. Next stop, Amsterdam Avenue and West 190th Street. Transfer available to M3. This stop is Amsterdam Avenue and West 190th Street. Next stop, Amsterdam Avenue and West 188th Street. This stop is Amsterdam Avenue and West 188th Street. Next stop, Amsterdam Avenue and West 185th Street. This stop is Amsterdam Avenue and West 185th Street. Next stop, Amsterdam Avenue and West 184th Street. This stop is Amsterdam Avenue and West 184th Street. Next stop, Amsterdam Avenue and West 181st Street. Transfers available to BX3, BX11, BX13, BX35, BX36 and BX36 Limited. This stop is Amsterdam Avenue and West 181st Street. Next stop, Amsterdam Avenue and West 178th Street. Transfer available to M98 Limited. This stop is Amsterdam Avenue and West 178th Street. Next stop, Amsterdam Avenue and West 175th Street. This stop is Amsterdam Avenue and West 175th Street. Next stop, Amsterdam Avenue and West 172nd Street. This stop is Amsterdam Avenue and West 172nd Street. Next stop, Amsterdam Avenue and West 170th Street. This stop is Amsterdam Avenue and West 170th Street. Next stop, Amsterdam Avenue and West 168th Street. This stop is Amsterdam Avenue and West 168th Street. Next stop, Amsterdam Avenue and West 165th Street. Transfers available to M2 and M2 Limited. This stop is Amsterdam Avenue and West 165th Street. Next stop, Amsterdam Avenue and West 161st Street. Transfers available to C-Train, M3 and M100. This stop is Amsterdam Avenue and West 161st Street. Next stop, Amsterdam Avenue and West 158th Street. This stop is Amsterdam Avenue and West 158th Street. Next stop, Amsterdam Avenue and West 156th Street. Transfers available to M3, BX6, BX6 SBS and M100. This stop is Amsterdam Avenue and West 156th Street. Next stop, Amsterdam Avenue and West 152nd Street. This stop is Amsterdam Avenue and West 152nd Street. Next stop, Amsterdam Avenue and West 150th Street. This stop is Amsterdam Avenue and West 150th Street. Next stop, Amsterdam Avenue and West 148th Street. This stop is Amsterdam Avenue and West 148th Street. Next stop, Amsterdam Avenue and West 145th Street. Transfer available to BX19. This stop is Amsterdam Avenue and West 145th Street. Next stop, Amsterdam Avenue and West 143rd Street. This stop is Amsterdam Avenue and West 143rd Street. Next stop, Amsterdam Avenue and West 140th Street. This stop is Amsterdam Avenue and West 140th Street. Next stop, Amsterdam Avenue and West 138th Street. This stop is Amsterdam Avenue and West 138th Street. Next stop, Amsterdam Avenue and West 135th Street. Transfer available to M11. This stop is Amsterdam Avenue and West 135th Street. Next stop, Amsterdam Avenue and West 131st Street. This stop is Amsterdam Avenue and West 131st Street. Next stop, Amsterdam Avenue and West 129th Street. This stop is Amsterdam Avenue and West 129th Street. Next stop, West 125th Street and Amsterdam Avenue. Transfers available to M11, M60 SBS, M100, M104 and M125. This stop is West 125th Street and Amsterdam Avenue. Next stop, West 125th Street and Morningside Avenue. Transfer available to M104. This stop is West 125th Street and Morningside Avenue. Next stop, West 125th Street and St. Nicholas Avenue. Transfers available to A, B, C and D trains, M3, M60 SBS, M100 and M125. This stop is West 125th Street and St. Nicholas Avenue. Next stop, West 125th Street and Fred Douglass Boulevard. Transfer available to M10. This stop is West 125th Street and Fred Douglass Boulevard. Next stop, West 125th Street and Adam C. Powell Boulevard. Transfers available to M2 and M2 Limited. This stop is West 125th Street and Adam C. Powell Boulevard. Next stop, West 125th Street and Malcolm X Boulevard. Transfers available to 2 and 3 trains, M7, M60 SBS, M102 and M125. This stop is West 125th Street and Malcolm X Boulevard. Next stop, East 125th Street and 5th Avenue. Transfers available to M1, M1 Limited, BXM3 and BXM4. This stop is East 125th Street and 5th Avenue. Next stop, East 125th Street and Madison Avenue. Transfers available to M1, M1 Limited, M60 SBS, M125, BXM3 and BXM4. This stop is East 125th Street and Madison Avenue. Next stop, East 125th Street and Park Avenue. Transfers available to Metro North, M60 SBS, M98 Limited and M125. This stop is East 125th Street and Park Avenue. Next stop, Lexington Avenue and East 124th Street. Transfers available to 4, 5 and 6 trains, M35, M60 SBS, M103 and M125. This stop is Lexington Avenue and East 124th Street. Next stop, Lexington Avenue and East 122nd Street. This stop is Lexington Avenue and East 122nd Street. Next stop, Lexington Avenue and East 119th Street. This stop is Lexington Avenue and East 119th Street. Next stop, Lexington Avenue and East 116th Street. Transfers available to 6 train, M98 Limited, M102, M103 and M116. This stop is Lexington Avenue and East 116th Street. Next stop, Lexington Avenue and East 106th Street. Transfer available to M106. This stop is Lexington Avenue and East 106th Street. Next stop, Lexington Avenue and East 100th Street. This stop is Lexington Avenue and East 100th Street. Next stop, Lexington Avenue and East 96th Street. Transfers available to 6 train, M96, M98 Limited, M102, M103 and BXM1. This stop is Lexington Avenue and East 96th Street. Next stop, Lexington Avenue and East 86th Street. Transfers available to 4, 5 and 6 trains and M86 SBS. This stop is Lexington Avenue and East 86th Street. Next stop, Lexington Avenue and East 79th Street. Transfer available to M79 SBS. This stop is Lexington Avenue and East 79th Street. Next stop, Lexington Avenue and East 72nd Street. Transfer available to M72. This stop is Lexington Avenue and East 72nd Street. Next stop, Lexington Avenue and East 68th Street. Transfers available to 6 train, M66, M98 Limited, M102 and M103. This stop is Lexington Avenue and East 68th Street. Next stop, Lexington Avenue and East 59th Street. Transfers available to 4, 5, 6, N, R and W trains, M31, Q32, M57, M102, M103, BXM1, BM1, BM2, BM3, BM4, BM5, X63, X64, X68, QM1, QM2, QM3, QM5, QM6, QM10, QM12, QM15, QM16, QM17, QM18, QM20, QM24, SIM6, SIM8, SIM8X, SIM11, SIM22, SIM25, SIM26 and SIM31. This stop is Lexington Avenue and East 59th Street. Next stop, Lexington Avenue and East 50th Street. Transfers available to 6, E and F trains and M50. This stop is Lexington Avenue and East 50th Street. Next stop, Lexington Avenue and East 42nd Street. Transfers available to 4, 5, 6, 7 and S trains, Long Island Railroad, Metro North, M1, M1 Limited, M2, M2 Limited, M3, M4, M4 Limited, M5, M5 Limited, Q32, M42, M102, M103, BXM1, X68, SIM6 and SIM11. This stop is Lexington Avenue and East 42nd Street. Next stop, Lexington Avenue and East 34th Street. Transfers available to 6 train, M34 SBS, M34A SBS, M102, M103, BXM1, SIM6 and SIM11. This stop is Lexington Avenue and East 34th Street. Next stop, 3rd Avenue and East 23rd Street. Transfers available to M23 SBS, M102, M103, BM1, BM2, BM3, BM4, X37, X38, X63, X64, SIM3, SIM6, SIM10, SIM11 and SIM31. This stop is 3rd Avenue and East 23rd Street. Next stop, 3rd Avenue and East 14th Street. Transfers available to L train, M14A SBS and M14D SBS. This stop is 3rd Avenue and East 14th Street. Next stop, 3rd Avenue and Astor Place. Transfers available to 6 R&W trains, M1, M1 Limited, M2, M2 Limited, M3, M8, M102 and M103. This stop is 3rd Avenue and Astor Place. This is M101 Limited to East Village 3rd Avenue 6th Street.